Another major basis is geographic. So now we're talking about consumer marketing. And would you agree that there are differences in the way that we look at products based on geography? So yeah, if I was working with Coppertone and I had the chance of getting the suntan lotion franchise for San Francisco or LA, which would you take? LA. If I had the Rust-Oleum franchise, I would take San Francisco in a minute. But yeah, in terms of climate, so I grew up in the Midwest in Minnesota, and who here has a down jacket and heavy gloves and boots that will keep the snow out of your? That's not an issue for you here. You live in Colorado, yeah. So it's almost like Minnesota, but not as good. It's all that high altitude. For us, it's the mosquitoes. And then also, many times we have ethnic clusters geographically or just cultural differences geographically. I find that it's hard to get a good pickled herring in this city, although any grocery store in St. Paul will have a selection of pickled herring because the Scandinavian heritage is more so there than it is here. And then just physical location. For products that have high transportation costs, it just makes sense to locate physically close to your customers. That would be geographic segmentation. Have you ever wondered why mattresses are always sold out of mattress warehouses or mattress factories? It's because mattresses are big and bulky and they're expensive to ship, so it makes sense to locate the factory near the customer. Reachable. Yeah. Most media is locally based, and even national media, quote unquote national media, can be segmented geographically. So I can buy regional editions of publications. If I'm advertising on cable, I can specify the zip codes in which my advertisements will run. If I'm on Google AdWords, I can specify the geographic location that I want my AdWords to run. So yes, it's very possible to communicate based on geography. I have here an example of communicating based on geography. Is anybody familiar with this situation? It's the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And you think of Thanksgiving, you think of, and how do you reach the people? Well, they watch it on TV, they watch it in person. And then economically viable, there's census data, and there's also, I used to get an outfit called Sales and Marketing Management does a buying index survey that looks not just at economic issues, but looks at what people spend based on various consumer categories by zip code, by region. So I could find out what the San Francisco market looks like for home appliances, or what it looks like for consumer electronics, or what it looks like for food and beverage. But I can get some good economic information based on product category by geography. It's a great way of segmenting, looking for where the effective buying income is, where people have money and are likely to spend it on your product.